Okay, Stephen, can you tell me a bit about your farm and yourself, please?
We're farming here in West Waterford. I'm farming in partnership with my mother and father, Rich and Noreen. I'm married to Katrina, and we have 3 small boys, Aidan, Donna and Ola. They're all kind of 4, or they're 3, 2 and a newborn. And we're milking 145 cows, and we rear all the calves through to store or to factory.
Okay.
We're farming it's a fairly fragmented farm, so we have a bit of toing and froing with animals and travelling.
Okay. And Stephen, how are you managing now with the COVID-19 restrictions? Because you said there you have a young family, and you've also your parents helping you on the farms. How are you managing there?
It's after becoming more difficult. We had a student for a few weeks, and that's actually stopped, which is a big loss to the farm because he was a great help labour-wise. But my mother and father do a lot on the farm. Mum helps with the calf, and Dad helps with the cattle and the cows and everything. So we're jobbing around together every day. But it's after making us think twice about what we do and how we do things. So we're restricting the time we're spending together, and we're trying to farm and respect the guidelines set out through the COVID-19 thing as best we possibly can by staying separate and disinfecting and washing and things like that. Okay. So that's how it's affecting us at the moment.
Okay, very good. And in terms of the children then and the dynamics with your parents and that, how are you finding that?
Yeah, we're only living a few, I suppose, 100 metres away, and they're used to seeing my small lads every day, but now they can only see them from a distance or see them passing and things like that, and we're trying to be safe because we have newborn as well, and we don't want to bring anything into the house, and we don't want to give them anything, so it's difficult for everyone, but we just have to be careful for these few weeks or few months that's involved in it.
Yeah. And Stephen, you mentioned there the loss of your student who was with you on work placement, and that he was a great asset to the farm. So how are you going to manage now to get over that loss in labour on the farm?
We're with the beef cattle and things like that, we're going to group them in bigger groups, make it for less herding. The cows are going to have still be milked twice a day and run the same, and the plan is to try and stay finishing early in the evening, 5:30, and being home for 6 o'clock in the evening. All them things have to stay the same.
Okay.
What else are we going to do? The calves are going on once a day, and we're just trying to be smart about what we do and how we organise the cattle and cows. The cattle are what takes time during the day, but cows still have to be milked in the morning and the evening.
Okay.
And we're going to use contractors as much as we possibly can with the loss of labour and things like that.
Okay. And have you anyone else on the farm that could step in, that knows your farm, that could help in terms of milking or anything like that, Stephen?
I have a brother that's working off the farm, and before the breeding season I plan on taking a couple of milkings off, and hopefully he knows the run of the farm, he knows the cows, and we don't have to work together, so he can step in and do a few milkings before the breeding season, because I've been doing all the milkings up to now, and I think it's important to get a break before the breeding season again, just to refresh and get going again.
Absolutely. Brilliant. Look, thanks very much, Stephen.